Hey man, say man, welcome back to the channel, man. Hey, y'all. I know, like, but this feel different because it is.
It is different.
This ain't no stream.
But hold on.
Wait.
We trying to do something different.
It is.
We trying to make it
Spooky.
spooky.
Like, hey, bro. So the lights is off.
No cap.
Oh,
we trying to match the vibe.
We trying to match the vibe. But
Yeah.
It's a spooky video. So we trying to make sure that it's dark.
No cap.
Everything dim in the joint. Tell us how y'all feel, bro.
Yeah,
You feel spooky.
we trying to see what the quality gonna be like. Cause this is our first time like recording the lights off for a long time. So let us know if y'all messing with the quality.
Yes, sir.
Y'all know I got my little blanket. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
I'm all snuggled up and shit.
I like that.
That what folks do, kids and movies, bro.
I'm not your
Scary
date.
movie.
I'm not your date, gang.
You know
I'm not your date.
what the fuck we doing this for again?
But chat. Yeah.
You can't save your kids. That's
Nah, that's crazy. But hey, before we get to this, y'all, make sure you like the video.
Yeah.
Cause you like the video, he'll push out that joint. And hey,
Y'all been killing it too with the video shit on the
Are you serious?
Yeah, if you didn't know, we go live on Twitch
Tuesday through Saturday
at 7 p.m. Central.
Yes, sir.
So you want to pull up on the Twitch, come to the Twitch, Cricket the CJ.
Facts.
And man, let's get into it,
Let's
man.
get into it. The channel is called MJV Animations.
That shit low key sound like a Bible script.
Inside the Bible script.
KGV.
It do, boo, but the title say 3 true creepy suburban horror stories animated. Suburban mean like the rich folk on it.
I mean, I never put low key suburban, but it's still in the hood though.
So we not suburban.
But it's not suburban. But it's like
suburban, like Collierville quality.
Collierville, like in my book, suburban mean like houses that's cut off from the road. Suburban.
It's like a nice neighborhood.
Very nice neighborhood. Very nice neighborhood. Yeah, like you drive through and shit, and you see kids outside playing. You don't see that shit in the hood like that.
The big house. Well, look, you did back in the day.
Back in the day.
But today you don't.
You don't see that shit no more, man.
Right. Then they got the nice houses.
Nice house. I'm talking about 2 story, 3 story.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
Type shit. You know, I'm from the hood.
You from the hood,
man. When I used to walk to school, man, I had to tote my pistol. Type shit. You know what I'm saying? Man, she was a DD on the corner. Kind of bullshit.
Nah, y'all get y'all, man.
I'm going for clips, nigga.
Get y'all, man.
Let's get into it, y'all.
Let's get into it, though, bro. Let's see what y'all talking about. This is our first time ever reacting something like this. They got 3 on them. And they say this true, so this not no cap. This say true. So this actually happened somewhere.
Oh, shit.
In the summer of 2015, I worked at a university in a small southern town.
Okay.
I lived a few miles away from campus in a 2-bedroom house with a roommate, and my schedule was pretty rigid. Same routine every day.
Okay.
I went to class in the morning, worked in the afternoon, and got home around 9 p.m. One Thursday night, I arrived home at the usual time and noticed that there was an old pickup truck idling at the yield sign across the street from my house.
I was the same thing.
I didn't know the make or model, but it was beat up. Peeling paint, rust, dents.
See there?
It looked really out of place.
They answer that question right there.
Right.
Because in the hood, we see them shit every day.
Yes.
No, I'm saying they wouldn't even mad you stop.
I ain't gonna lie. I remember back like a couple years ago, when like the clown stores popping up back in 2016.
Yeah.
I never forget I was driving my bike to my friend neighborhood. My friend lived in the neighborhood from us, and bro, a van was following me.
For real?
Yes, fool. But I'm talking about, bro, I pedaled so fast, my nigga, that my chain popped off my bike. Yes,
Bitch, did you get a hill to get there?
yes, I was rolling. I'm talking about when I got down the hill, that one hill, I was rolling, but I was pedaling so hard.
It's like you know you riding a bike fast as hell. When them motherfuckers start wobbling,
Yes,
you don't need to control that. You like get to that hill. That's how you know you going fast as hell. But the van was following you.
Yes, fool. Like, but I don't think that
You by yourself?
Yeah, I'm by myself. Oh my God. I don't think it was really after me. I think I was paranoid.
Yeah,
but I was just
yeah.
paranoid because that summer, you know, in 2016 with all this stuff,
The
the
clowns
clowns standing in the street.
Yeah.
Man, I was shook, my nigga.
Damn.
I was scared as free. But if you see a car like this, I'm not stopping.
But actually, like back in the day, the niggas used to be chubby before he got tall.
Yes, fool.
They probably get your little thick ass.
They probably was. I ain't gonna lie. I was a thickler nigga.
Yeah, you about to ride that bike with that ass to the real too, like
They trying to bounce it too down here. Like,
yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Let's go to
Most
chat.
people there drove nice modern cars, so this thing stood out like a sore thumb. The streets were deserted. It clearly wasn't waiting for other cars to pass. I thought maybe the driver was just texting or something, but since my roommate wasn't home yet, I didn't want to leave the safety of my own vehicle. I'm a petite woman who doesn't carry pepper spray anymore, so I try to be aware of my surroundings. I pulled into my driveway and just sat there, staring at the truck and waiting for it to leave. Eventually it did. It pulled away slowly and made its way out of the neighborhood toward the main road. When it was out of sight, I went inside, locked the door behind me, and made myself some dinner. By 11 p.m., my roommate still hadn't come home, and I was folding laundry and listening to podcasts in my room. I'd forgotten all about the truck. Suddenly, the lights went out. That spooked me, because normally our power didn't shut off unless there was bad weather.
Wow. Nah, Chad, I ain't gonna lie to you. If you know your lights don't go out like that, you gotta go get that tooling.
Yeah, you gotta get security. You gotta get on your alert.
You gotta go dig in that toolbox. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, cause like if you know, like you said, if you know your lights don't go out unless the weather doing bad, you go grab that tool.
You got to, fool. You got to, gang. Cause that's sus right there.
You gotta. Like, right there, I would have paused.
Right.
I don't see, I saw that truck.
It's not raining outside.
It's not raining outside.
He cut my lights off.
Cool. Yeah, that's a coincidence.
He did some crazy shit in my house.
Somebody watching me.
Facts.
Somebody watching me.
No cap.
That's where he was. He told me he was already on his way home and would be there in about 5 minutes.
Okay.
Relieved, I just told him to step on it and hung up. No reason to freak out about a power outage, right? He'd be there soon enough, and then we could figure it out together. I walked into the living room to wait for him. Our front door had a little diamond-shaped window in it, which I always hated. I stood on my tiptoes and looked out to see if our neighbor's power was out as well. I was surprised to see that it wasn't. Even the street light in our front yard was...
Their house wasn't right there, that truck right there.
It was not right there.
What the hell, guys?
No cap.
What the hell?
It is also...
What the fuck?
No cap. That house was not
this
right
shit
there.
not true. Not true. What the fuck, nigga?
No cap.
So on. Weird.
Folk live with their wizards from regular shows.
Yeah, it's the hash nigga slash.
Just as I considered making a trip to the basement to reset the breakers,
The basement?
I received a text message from my mom. I don't remember what it was about, but it only took me a few seconds to answer it. After I did, I looked out the window again. To my utter shock and surprise, there was a man standing under the streetlight. He hadn't been there before, and I instantly got a bad feeling. He was middle-aged and about 6 feet tall, with a pot belly and little round glasses, unkempt hair, old sneakers. His white t-shirt and blue jeans were filthy. He looked like he'd been working on a car or something. He was mechanic dirty, you know? And he had this awful, smug expression on his face.
Like an anime character.
I had never seen him before. Still in shock and actually seeing someone out there, I didn't move. Luckily, he couldn't see me because the inside of my house was pitch dark. But to my absolute horror, he was headed straight for me. Not walking quickly or with purpose, just kind of casually shuffling toward the house. If someone else were to pass by, they probably wouldn't realize what he was up to. He even glanced around a few times, as if making sure nobody else was watching. Inch by inch, he made his way into the yard. This guy was coming to get me. I was sure of it.
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hell
you know,
no.
I ain't gonna lie to you. See, no disrespect to people that live in suburban neighborhoods. But that man would have been across the street. He would have walked out. He would have been sick because I would have came out the front door.
Post on these
I would have came out the front door like this. I would say, hey, big bro.
What to do?
I'm too safe around here, gang.
Too safe.
Come up here if you want to.
On my mama.
I'm like, fool, I ain't gonna lie to you like, fool. I would have met that man at the front door like, you a regular nigga.
Man, I would have been, that man would have heard, I would have came outside. That man would have heard on the other side though this.
No cow. He think this a joke.
Come on now.
Man, bro. Come with my force they want to. I'm shooting.
Like some niggas think they unkillable.
Yeah, like you said, some niggas went to their anime villain.
Yes,
no, you're human.
This switch. But the put your ass in the
It's your kryptonite.
It's your kryptonite.
Guaranteed, bro.
Ain't no way.
Gotta get that.
It's worth mentioning that my dog is very people oriented.
Damn.
He usually goes bananas when he hears someone outside. This time he was silent. He had no idea there was a man approaching, even though I was staring at him through the window. When the man was about halfway to the porch, my roommate's car finally rounded the bend and turned onto our street. As soon as those headlights lit him up, the man turned to look and recognized the approaching vehicle. My roommate and I both saw his face. He recognized that car. In his haste to get away, he nearly stepped in front of it and got run over. My roommate swerved into the driveway, scrambled out, and charged into the house. He didn't even speak to me. He just grabbed the axe out of our utility closet and went back outside to confront the man.
Okay.
But the man was gone. We called the police and the power company, and they both sent someone to check things out. The police didn't find anything.
He was on time.
He was on time, though. I liked it.
Pulled near our house.
No, if a nigga ever walk in the house to grab an axe, you come back outside.
Yeah, he crazy.
And then go to the basement or the garage.
Yeah, all.
Then they got an axe in the house.
He got an axe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He been chop your ass down.
He been waiting for a moment to do that.
Yeah.
Yes,
He done had a bad day at work.
Yes, an axe in a suburban neighborhood. Come on, though.
Nigga, he throw
No cow.
The switch had flipped, which is why our house, and only our house, was without electricity. I asked the repairman if there was any way that a person could have been responsible for that, but he didn't give me a straight answer. The following day, we went on a camping trip that lasted all weekend. If the man came back, we never knew. And after that, I refused to be home alone. If my roommate wasn't around when I got off work, I killed time in a local bar until he got back. We both moved away soon after. I never saw the man on the truck again, but sometimes I wonder how long he had been watching our house.
Damn.
And what might have happened if my roommate hadn't been on his way home that night.
Wow, that's crazy.
I ain't gonna even lie to you.
That'd been super for me.
He probably finna clap them cheeks.
Yeah, he probably be on some R.
Yeah,
Kelly anytime. No job.
The way he had them glasses on their hair.
Standing across the street.
Yeah.
Like you said, R. Kelly. That's an R. Kelly Diddy variant. Bro.
Or he was coming to tell you about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Nah, I don't know about
Either
that.
one.
Nah.
You don't think so?
I don't think in my I had a couple years living
Yeah,
still.
yeah.
I don't think I never saw a nigga come to preach about the Lord
I
at
did one
nighttime.
time.
Real? At nighttime?
Yeah, nighttime. Man, it was this girl I was in love with. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know her. She just moved on the block.
Okay.
And one night she pulled up and I was just standing there under the street like just looking. And I started singing, "Can I talk to you?
So,
I
once
really
again, like I said,
wanna be you. Can I talk to you?" Then she ran in the house. She said, who was that fat fuck outside? Then I had to switch it up because my pride took a hit. And I said, no, ma'am. I'm here to talk to you about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
You can't save your kids. That's devastating.
I'm calling.
The story to connect, how I wanted to connect, you know what I'm saying?
So, you went over there.
Yeah.
You wasn't teaching about God.
Nah.
So you went over there.
Yeah.
So basically, you the nigga outside. So this was a real. So Shawty, wherever you went, this him right here. This him. He was outside your house. This was him. He was outside your house.
That story was about Memphis?
Yes, that's about Memphis. This was him.
Jesus.
This nigga was outside. But no, that's crazy. This nigga was singing Jodeci outside. Nah.
Man, mixed her with Jesus.
Nah, that is insane, bro.
I repent, Jesus.
But yeah, all she needed was a gun, though, bro.
So look at this nigga right
This
here.
happened in
This is the same story.
2016 when
Story
I was a
two.
17-year-old first-year college student in film school. I'm now 22 female, and my name is Julia. I lived alone in my first ever apartment. It was really small, but I was really proud of my independence.
Okay.
Never felt unsafe in this apartment for several reasons. There were multiple gates in the residence that needed to be opened through a code. Only the people who lived there knew. My door had 3 different locks, and it was right next to the university.
I don't blame him.
So most of the people who lived in the neighborhood were college
Government
students.
secrets?
Nothing bad had ever happened in the neighborhood
Shit.
before.
Damn, shout out there got a damn.
Yeah, figure dude. Yeah, okay.
That might be Ruby Rose. Shit, nigga. Damn.
That's a nice figure,
That's
Chad.
a nice
I've
figure.
always been very careful with locking the door when I leave my home.
Okay.
I always check twice. I have slight OCD. So this one time I left to go to class and locked my door, but for some reason I couldn't get the key out of the lock. It was completely stuck, so when I went to get the caretaker of the building to help me, but he wasn't there and I was getting late for class, I went to class with the key still in the lock.
Wow.
I took off the keychain
Me too.
first,
Yeah, I
so
would've
it
called
wasn't
out
too
that day.
noticeable. When I got home, the caretaker was back, so he came to help me, and we couldn't get it up for 15 minutes, until somehow he did. He told me the lock was damaged, but that I didn't necessarily need to change it, if I only locked it once instead of twice. I just said okay, and that was the end of it. I really wasn't worried because of how safe I felt in this building.
Okay.
Fast forward to 2 months later, I was taking out the trash one night around 11 p.m. and while on the phone with my sister, I remember telling her that I was taking out the trash and that I would take a shower afterwards before heading to a party,
Damn.
as I previously said.
Damn, she had no ass.
Yeah, you freaked out, gang.
Damn.
Trash.
Chad, nah.
And
This man's freaked out. Mind you, all of this, Chad, all of this is cartoon with.
Nah. You know what it is, bro? It's my homeboy from like back in school, bro. But this nigga used to play. First of all,
Oh, yeah.
he had 2K sit up on back in like 2013.
Yes, sir.
We had 2K on a laptop at school. Come on now, we
was,
did this.
He was ahead of his time, bro.
We used to be in 6th period playing 2K on a laptop.
Yes.
Anyways, this man looked me dead in my eye. It was halftime of the game. This man looked me dead in my eyes and said, "Curtis, fool, them cheerleaders titties big as hell."
Like, that's crazy, bro. A 2K cheerleader, bro.
Mind you, back then, this was before jiggle animations got in games.
Got in games.
So them hoes was stiff as hell.
Yes, fool.
I said, y'all, this
He
nigga
freaked
ain't
out, bro.
He poisoned my brain.
No, I see.
And ever since then, that shit got no, damn, that might be a nigga. That might be a no, I ain't gonna be.
I beg
I went
your
to a shower
pardon.
afterwards.
That's right.
to a
You
party.
gonna get us booty.
As I previously said, I
Okay, from the
always locked the
server.
door,
Yeah.
even just to take out the trash.
Okay.
Because of my lock being damaged, I only locked it once. When I got back to my apartment, I found the door unlocked, which immediately alarmed me. So I went into the apartment and locked the door immediately with 3 different types of locks.
Tight.
When you walk into my apartment, which is just 215 square feet,
Oh.
you have the main room in front of you and the bathroom door immediately to your left.
So that, I
I
wouldn't
left the
be scared.
bathroom door slightly open, enough so I could see a man in my shower, turning his back to me. Naturally, when I saw this, I tried to open the door and leave as fast as possible.
Oh my god.
Except, my main lock was damaged from 2 months earlier, and I couldn't open it no matter how hard I tried. In this moment, all I could think of was the fact that I had to leave as fast as possible. I jumped out the window without...
Damn! No, that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. No.
Damn!
Chad, I ain't gonna lie. I give it to her though. Her survival skills on 1,000. She saw that door open. She instantly cleared the window.
Well, I don't even think I would have
Instantly.
instantly thought of that.
I wanted to fool
Might
like
would have came in and bum rushed his ass
she
to
was
the
in.
wall.
Like literally, like fool. She really smart to me. Cause I would not. My first thought not to be able to jump out the window.
Okay,
Fool.
I'm like,
Never.
he got his back turned. I would put my shoulder right in the middle of his back spine.
No count. I would try to grab. So I know it's something around my house.
Yes.
I'm finna come across that man with the napkin rack.
Oh my
With the napkin rack. I'm finna fail.
That
But yeah,
shit
she cold
crazy.
though. She
Yeah.
on
It
her
was
Tom
the only
Cruise time.
solution. Except, I live on the 2nd floor, so
she
I
falling
completely
for-
smashed my ankles in the line. I started running whichever way I could, and
she
when I got a
followed
little
though.
bit further from the building, I looked back and a man was there at my window watching me run away. I thought of 2 possible outcomes.
What?
Either the man was going to jump and chase me, and I wouldn't get far with my twisted ankles, or he would get scared of the height and be locked in my apartment. Thankfully, he picked option 2. I went to hide in a bush a little further and called the police, who arrived in just 10 minutes because I live close to the station. I pushed my door open and the man was just sitting there on my couch holding a kitchen knife, waiting for me to come back, like he didn't think I would call the police. They arrested
You can't save your kids. That's devastating.
Fool, I would have walked up in there and saw him on the couch and said, fool, you know I called the police right now.
They outside.
They outside.
Like,
I hear L serial killer. Yeah, he ain't built for
yeah,
it.
he won.
Yeah. Chad, I'm not encouraging anybody to do this, but
Nah,
he ain't built for it.
nah,
bro.
like,
he ain't built for it.
gang.
Like, fool, she escaped.
She gone.
You gotta leave.
go.
Like, you didn't accomplish the mission. You gotta leave, gang.
Jesus.
the guy.
Yeah.
They also told me how
No
everything
cow.
happened. Like I said, it was a very friendly neighborhood with mostly college students, so he got inside the building by other people holding the door for him. He then heard me telling my sister I was going to take a shower, which was why he was waiting in the bathroom for me.
That's crazy.
He crocheted my lock while I was taking out the trash. He apparently noticed me on the school campus and followed me to my home several times before succeeding in actually coming in. He stayed inside waiting for me because I had recently changed my phone, and the previous one was still on the table, so he thought I didn't have a phone with me to call the police. I don't live there anymore, but after that, to get into the building, we all needed identification proving we lived there.
Wait.
Building IDs were created, and we had to...
You telling me you got a college dorm and this stuff, it didn't think to your mind to have verification like this in the first place?
Exactly.
Like, for what these things doing?
Really,
fool?
really, all
College
apartments.
yes, like college doors, regular
Yeah.
apartments. Like, fool, you should have more than a simple. You can just walk in, so I let you in.
Like-
You gotta have identification.
Yes, like this one, bro. They need to make like, you know, at jobs you have like
Badges.
badge.
Right.
You gotta have a badge to get in your apartment.
I agree.
Scan. Only
Like-
you can have that badge.
That's one thing. Like, if I was an apartment owner, like,
Yeah.
fool, how like a security gate when they come in, bro, show me the badge.
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause I'm not gonna let a person come in after you quick. Nah,
Okay.
nigga, you gotta wait till the other person come
No
in.
cap.
Cause that's crazy.
That's crazy. Like you
That's
just walk
crazy.
in.
You, man just walked in. Nobody even noticed them.
That shit.
That's freaky as a mother. That's a man
Scanning
nigga sitting in your
every
bathroom
time.
waiting for you.
And it was the only way to go inside. Nothing
That's
bad
tough.
happened in the neighborhood after that. It's back to being very peaceful and friendly.
Nah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's tough. Dang, you ain't said back.
I'm just saying, no way.
What the fuck, nigga?
That nigga crazy.
They ain't going for clips.
Don't count.
Damn. Jesus.
But nah, that man, I ain't gonna lie. Which one you think more crazy? The first one or the second one? I think the first one still.
The first one more like if I had.
But the second one, he got in the house.
I'm trying. I'm trying to picture myself in there.
Me too.
Cause the first one,
like you said,
you never know. It's an unsolved mystery in your head. Like that nigga still be.
He can still be following you from a distance.
At least that one's solved.
Yeah, it's the first one.
Yeah, like definitely. Like the nigga took off down the house.
He took off
the street in the darkness,
and you never saw him again.
I said it might be a demon.
Like you said, low key, if a nigga like run away from me,
yes,
I slick low key gotta chase him down because you said I don't know you. I gotta follow me.
I gotta put a clothes in my head.
Like I gotta capture you like on some crazy stuff and interrogate you.
Yeah.
Because like I don't know if you'll come back
exactly.
down the line.
Oh, you can still be watching.
Yeah, like I can move across the country. You right here with me.
Yeah, like there might be that government agency they assigned to me because I watched that one video at night about government secrets.
Facts. Hey,
see that? I gotta get
you thinking.
Come on.
You thinking. Chad, you gotta think like this, bro.
You know they tapped in. Come on.
You
know they tapped in.
With your phones. With your phones. That video you watch that video you watch on TikTok 3 o'clock. They know. They
watch your way.
They know.
You at the house. You probably thinking like, nah, not little on me.
Right.
They watch you.
And we one of them.
You can't save your kids.
We the agents.
That's devastating.
This all the experiment. This AI. We not even real. I just play. Let me chill out.
Hey, let me chill out. I think in the future for real.
Let me chill out.
They gonna have AI influencers.
It is, bro. It's not no if, bro. They finna take over, bro. It gonna be a point where AI ain't gonna be more influencers. They gonna wipe out the influencers because they don't gotta pay the influencers.
They don't gotta pay.
You don't gotta pay AI.
Like
so the companies just gonna have AI.
They're making money straight from the company.
We need to hear them make it.
We do, bro. So if you watching this, subscribe
and like the video.
Leave a like. It comes to the Twitch and sub up. Goddamn.
Look at this last video though. Look at this last video.
Huh?
Look at this last video. Last story.
You want to break it apart? I think don't want to make this series like our videos too long.
Right.
Cause I know some folks like shorter films.
That is true.
So we did 2 weeks. We'll start right in the middle and do 2 more next week.
That's perfect.
Type shit.
I like that. So Chad, hey, if you liked the 2 stories that we added today, leave a like.
Leave a like.
Drop a comment.
Okay.
About a creepy story that you got that nobody don't know about.
Yes.
And yeah, fool.
This is gonna be a series we do.
It'll be a series.
On Mondays we gonna drop a video. It's gonna be a creepy, scary Monday.
A creepy story reaction.
Yes.
So hey,
animated.
Make sure you tap in.
Okay. Hit the notification button.
And yeah.
See y'all ass Tuesday on the Twitch.
Yeah.
At 7 p.m. We will be playing Silent
Hill 2. And guess what? We love you.
And
have a good day, boo boo.
I beg you.
And keep God in your life, fuck nigga.
Do it.